What's up guys, DK here from ProNDC. Welcome to another ESO video. So today I'm going to talk about the upcoming changes for healers with the Homestead update. So Homestead is just around the corner, just like 2 more days until it will be launched on PC, and it will be launched I think on the 21st of February on PS4. But I already did some tests and I want to make a shout out to Frau Kanone. She sent me some information, or she provided me with some information. So apparently Allcast found out that, or maybe his healers or his team has guild, I don't know, but he told her that apparently PvE mobs only have weapon damage. So next patch there will be a lot of changes. I want to talk about them first, then I will get to the set I want to talk about today, which is the Mending set, or the Healing Mage set, which you can get in Ethereum Archive. And we currently have 2 sets that healers use next to, or like in combination with Spell Power Cure. So Spell Power Cure is the base set, and then one healer is using the Warm Cult set, or the Warm set, and the other one is using the Infallible Ether set. So Ether gives us 3 set bonuses that are not really good, but the 5-piece bonus is really powerful. So since Lightning and Resto Staff heavy attacks work a bit differently than Ice Staff and Inferno Staff heavy attacks, we can keep this 5-piece bonus debuff up all the time, which is minor vulnerability. So 8% more damage for 10 seconds, and every time we do a heavy attack with the Resto or Lightning Staff, we can apply this debuff to the mobs and opponents, which is pretty nice. But next patch there will be changes to the destruction staff, and currently like status effects work like this. So we have like the burning effect, which deals 3 times damage every 1.5 seconds. So when the effect applies, then after 1.5 seconds and after 3 seconds, then we have the, I think, chilled effect, which is from ice staffs or ice attacks. So if your attacks deal frost damage, you snare opponents. So the movement speed gets reduced by 40% for I think like 4 seconds. And then we have Concussion, which is the effect from lightning attacks. So every lightning attack, doesn't matter if it's from a destruction staff or if it's from the sorcerer, it will have the chance to proc Concussion. Concussion currently reduces, or not reduces, reduces the damage dealt by opponents by 15% as it applies Minor Maim. So Minor Maim, you can see, like for example from Low Slash, reducing damage done by 15% from enemy. So Concussion will be changed to Minor Vulnerability, which means the Infallible Ether set will be completely useless. So Infal, we can take it out because, first of all, we have Magica Sorcerers in the group. Second thing is that healers can slot the Blockade of Storms. So one healer will slot Blockade of Storms and the other one will use Elemental Drain. The reason behind that is that we will also get a new debuff. And currently in the Destruction Staff skill Elemental Drain, there is no debuff. So we apply Elemental Drain on the opponent and we get Magicka back every time. But with Homestead there will be a new debuff introduced, which is called Minor Magicka Steal. And currently we have one healer with Destruction Staff and Restoration Staff, and the other one is using 2 Restoration Staffs and has Siphon Spirit slotted on his front bar. So Siphon Spirit will also get Minor Magicka Steal. And since debuffs don't stack, it's totally useless to use both skills in one trial. So one of our healers will use Elemental Drain and the other one has an open slot, and I will slot Blockade of Storms, because Blockade of Storms has this really great effect, and concussed enemies will be set off balance for 4 seconds, which is really great. Why is that? We get bonus damage, or at least for the Templars if they have 75 points into Thaumaturge. And we have the Exploiter passive, which is unlocked at 75 points in Thaumaturge. Increases your damage against off-balanced enemies by 10%. So 10% more damage. And also we have the chance to proc Concussion to give our opponents minor vulnerability, which is great. So these are the upcoming changes. That means like Infallible Ether is useless. We don't need it anymore. So the question is, what set does the second healer use? So one will probably keep the Warm set. And then I was thinking like, okay, I will just go Twilight Remedy, because Twilight Remedy is a nice set. It was completely optional because most of the time it's actually useless. Since the 5-piece bonus gives you minor force, but like Magicka Decays, Magicka Templars, Magicka Nightblades, they all have the rearming trap from the Fighter's Guild, and it will give you minor force anyway. So, and the thing is, like, only one player gets it. So to get minor force, you have to use synergies all the time, which you do not always want to do. Yes, the healing over time effect is pretty great. We get spell damage, we get minor Aegis, 5% reduced damage by every enemy, and then magic recovery. So the set itself is actually really nice. The 5-piece bonus is okay. The healing over time is pretty powerful, to be honest. So like if I buff myself, it's almost 3k or like 30k over 10 seconds. So 3k non-crit heal over 10 seconds, or like every second 3k non-crit, which is pretty nice. And the other option is the Mending set. So I always thought Mending works a bit differently. So 2-piece bonus is Magicka Recovery, we get max Magicka, and then 2% healing done, which is really nice. And then when you use an area of effect heal ability, you reduce the weapon damage of all enemies within 10 meters of you by 420 for 3 seconds. Okay, first of all, shoulders and head are not legendary yet, so it will get up to by quite a bit. So I always thought weapon damage means physical damage. So like for example, if you go to an overcharger or like Atros, doesn't matter if it's like fire or lightning Atros, they do elemental or magic damage, so reducing their weapon damage is not effective at all. So I thought like, okay, maybe this set is only effective in Sanctum Ophidia, where we have a lot of physical and poison damage, and maybe in Hellra. So I thought, yeah, okay, in these two trials it might be an option, but in the other two it's pretty useless. Well, apparently that's not the case. Thanks again to Frau Kanone for providing me with this information. So what I want to show you right now is like the physical damage, area of effect, heal abilities like Comet Prayer counts, and then of course Healing Springs counts, and every, I think Extend Ritual should also count. I'm not sure. I want to test it right now. Yeah, it also counts, as you can see, because it heals. But it only works like the first time. You can see when I use an AoE heal, we'll get like a purple glow, which indicates that the Mending set is active. So look at the damage numbers. So I'm getting 1465 damage. I will take the damage here now. 3664. 1465, 3279. So what I do now is I apply the debuff, and from 3200 something it went down to 3000 or 1429 924. So as you can see, physical damage gets reduced by quite a lot. Actually, it's more than 30%. I will use it with Healing Springs right now, so you can see the damage difference. 1465, 947. 947. So this is actually pretty big damage reduction. So okay, physical damage, we all knew physical damage will get reduced with the Mending set. But really pay attention to the amount of damage that gets reduced. It's really powerful. So what I want to show you now is that it also works with elemental damage. So we have Frost Arrows here, which is actually can be a bit misleading because they also deal physical damage. They will hit you with their arms, and then after a couple seconds they will spawn ice AoEs. But fire arrows or flame arrows, they only deal fire damage, as you can see right now. So we get 111 damage every second. Now we'll use Combat Prayer, and it gets reduced to 64. Then it goes up again. Okay, Combat Prayer gives me resistances, so the damage is reduced anyway. So we'll use Healing Springs right now, 66. So the damage reduction is pretty big. It's almost like there's a built-in Nova all the time. So the Mending set is insane. Of course, it's only applied to enemies that are within a 10-meter range. But you can move as a healer, and you can use AoE heals. I mean, it works around me. So if I start healing there, they don't get the debuff. I need to move closer. Yeah, 10-meter range. So the range is not that far, but still, you are a player. You can move in certain fights, and it will be really interesting, and it's really powerful if you want to go for vitality bonus. So if you want to do trials and go for scores, this set really might be an option, and especially like with the Homestead update. I mean, it's like not even 2 days anymore until it will get launched on PC. Depends at what time you watch this video. Okay, can I lose aggro? Yeah, so the Mending set is really strong. Really freaking strong. So if your group struggles with DPS, so I should put it a different way. Currently we have so much damage in our group that we kill all the mobs fast enough. So there's not a lot of damage that we healers need to heal against. Which is really nice. But the damage, the overall group damage will get reduced a bit next patch. So proc sets cannot crit anymore, monster sets cannot crit anymore, Warhorn crit damage will be altered a bit, Minor Force will be altered a bit. It's different. It's different. So the overall damage will get reduced quite a bit, and fights will take a bit longer, so healers have to heal a bit more. And I think it's pretty handy to have a set that reduces the incoming damage by so much, and it will make it easier for the group, because they do not have to shield as much, they do not have to worry about all the incoming damage. And I really want to try and find out if it works well in VMall hard mode as well, if like the damage, like all the mechanics get damage reduction if I like stay close to Rakat and try to use the set, and then he gets the debuff. I really want to try to find this out. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. So you see, Mending is a really nice set. Next patch, alright, with Homestead, it will be a very good option for healers. So one should wear the Warm set, and the other one should wear either Twilight Remedy or the Mending set. Those are the sets I really do recommend. I think like Gossamer is nice, but still it's just like Major Evasion. No, is the buff called like that? Like 20% dodge chance, and it will also get reduced to only 15%. So Gossamer might not really be that good. We tried it out a couple times in Morphlocage and Veteran, and it's pretty nice, to be honest. But since the dodge chance will get reduced next patch, it might not be as good anymore. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like if you like my content, you want to see some more ESO videos, or you do not want to miss any more ESO videos. I really appreciate if you left a subscription to my channel. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, bye bye.